Hey, what do we got going on here? Hey, I got it, thanks. What is this, Jerry? Nice to see you, man.
How you doing? Good, yourself?
Great, what is this?
This is the IQ 360 table saw for cutting pavers that collects 99.5% of the dust.
Oh, no respirators.
No respirator needed.
Okay.
After 20 minutes of cutting, just spin this filter.
Okay.
And your filter's clean. You don't change that for 1 year.
All right, great. What is this here?
This here is our silent blade.
All right.
It's a copper core sandwiched with 2 pieces of steel on each side. Cuts the decibel level down by 50%.
So you don't need attenuators anymore?
No, you do not.
No attenuators, no respirators using this system.
Correct.
Now let me ask you a question. I see this is electric, so we're going to plug it in, but we're working in a residential application. Yes. Are we going to kick circuit breakers?
No, as long as you have the right gauge cord, you'll be fine.
Okay, and this is a silly question, but I'm going to ask it. It seems awfully low for cutting.
Right. All you got to do is just pick this up and move it to the upper level, and it's at cutting height.
So the cart becomes the stand for the saw. Jerry, that's great, but what do you got in this box over here?
Well, Pete, I'm glad you asked. What I have in here is the world's first self-integrated power cutter.
Oh my God. What is this?
This is a 93cc IQ engine, 6 horsepower.
Okay. Plenty of RPMs on that.
Plenty of RPMs.
Yep.
This is our quick spin filter, just like the 360.
Okay.
So after a few cuts, you just spin that.
Okay.
This will hold your dust down here, which holds 5 pounds of dust.
Okay. What do you do at that point?
You just unlock this, pull this, it opens the door, you dump your dust into a bucket.
Okay, so you're segregating that, you're not dumping it in the environment.
Absolutely.
That's even better. Okay, and what is this accordion type system here by the blade?
This is where your dust comes in and collects from the vacuum pole. So this just will come back as you're making certain cuts up and down as you're pulling backwards.
Oh, okay. So as opposed to leaning into the saw, we're pulling back and we're capturing all that dust. So we would still be using a respirator.
Yes, an N95 dust mask is fine.
Okay, and this system, because of the horsepower, because of all that, will be able to keep the dust out of the environment.
That's correct. We collect up to 90% of the dust.
Okay, so we're not going to have to clean their windows and all that stuff.
No.
If you bring that back here, let's go.
I got this.
Okay. Hey, Joel. How you doing?
Good.
What's going on? What are you guys doing?
We're dumping the dust. That's 5 pounds of dust that's not in your yard, not in the air, not in your neighbor's yard.
Or in your lungs.
Or in your lungs.
Right, and you capture it right there in that bucket?
We capture it in here, spin the filter to clean it, dump it into the bucket, and move on. Keep going.
Oh, that's all. Let me ask you a question, because I'm used to when I cut, scoring first and then going back through and getting, you know, those deeper plunge cuts afterwards. I noticed that that your guy wasn't doing that. How come?
You start at the front and cut back. A little different technique with this saw because of the vacuum system on it. So you start from the front and draw back so the saw and the vacuum has a chance to capture all of that dust into this chamber.
Otherwise you'll be channeling it out.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay, good. What's that?
This is an infrared thermometer.
What are you doing?
Taking the blade temperature. What do you think the temperature of that blade runs while it's cutting?
I don't know. You just cut those 5 runs, 500 degrees. I don't know.
Look at that.
93?
93 degrees. Your body's at 98 degrees.
Yeah.
That blade will cool itself because of the vacuum system down to 93 degrees while it's cutting.
As opposed to cutting wet.
Yes.
Because a lot of guys think, hey, I cut wet, keeps my blade cool.
Yes.
Extends the life.
Not necessary.
With the vacuum, you don't need it.
In the right match blade to the material.
Joel, I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hey, Jerry, I got these half pieces ready to cut. You ready?
I'm ready to go, Pete.
You don't look ready. Where's your respirator?
I don't need a respirator. I told you before, this saw captures 99.5% of the dust.
What about attenuator? Where's your hearing protection?
I'm using our quiet blade like I talked to you about earlier. Lessens the dB level by 50%. I don't need hearing protection. All I need to cut is good glasses.
What about setting up the saw?
All I got to do to set it up is lift it out of place and put it in place.
Wow, Jerry.
I'm ready to go.
Good. I got one more question for you. That saw is aimed towards that house. Screens, windows, siding, all these shrubs and plantings in here.
I'm not going to get dust on this job site anywhere. Zero dust.
I tell you, IQ Power Tools, you guys are the best. Thanks Jerry.
Pete.
Come on, Rick, we do it the IQ Power Tools way now. No dust. Let's get out of here. Jerry, come on in.